Hello, this is the Darkness Underneath podcast. First, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to be doing a companion video on the DeMeo series that is just about the Westies itself. It's going to be one video leading up to events in 1977. So it's going to pertain to some of the history of Hell's Kitchen, Mickey Spillane's career, and his feud with Coonan. It will not cover, obviously, the conclusion. That's going to be in the Roy DeMeo series itself, but I didn't want to do too much of the Westies in the series, otherwise I wouldn't be able to get to DeMeo for at least an episode or two. On top of that, I wanted to say thank you very much for all the compliments I've gotten. I'm very humbled. I'm going to try, and it's very unlikely, to get the DeMeo crew members who are still alive to talk. I'd like to try to get an interview with them. I'd be willing to go visit the prison and talk to them in person to write a true crime book on the matter, kind of in the fashion of Capote, if you've ever read In Cold Blood. I really feel like the Gemini twins and Borelli are kind of almost characters, that there's not enough on them, that they must have a side to the story that they'd want to tell. Maybe they want to be famous or to have their stories told because they're pretty old at this point, and most people want to have their stories told. And I'd also like to see a TV series or a movie made of this someday. I have a Hollywood contact. I met him in a bar. He's one of the stars of Mindhunter. It's not likely to happen, but I'm going to try. I'd even be willing to talk to a lawyer. I have a lot of lawyer contacts since I work for the Deskovic Foundation for wrongful convictions, and since I'm in law school part-time and have been taking law classes, so that I could try to negotiate with the state, maybe, if they were willing to talk under certain conditions, to get immunity from any further crimes they might want to admit to, that otherwise they're never going to talk. Even it's not likely, as it is even with the Murta thing that they have going on, but it's even more unlikely if they think they're going to get prosecuted. And the reason why the state would be willing to do that is because, might be willing to do that, is because if I was able to find out about new victims, then it would have the benefit of bringing closure to the families, because I kind of feel bad that there were people that they killed that they didn't, that don't even know what happened to their family member. They just vanished. Again, not likely, but it might happen. I don't think they're ever getting out of prison. That parole date doesn't mean that they're going to get paroled then. That just means that's the nearest in which they're likely to be paroled. Maybe I could make it to where it would look good for their parole hearing. I don't know. It's worth a try. I feel like the victims need closure and that the public deserves to hear the whole story. Anyway, it's very, very unlikely. Don't expect anything. Bye for now.